Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working together through each of the ABRSM Theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll also find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam, and also how to best make use of the time when you're in the exam room working through your paper on exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it all there. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in store. And now we're going to continue with some more questions from the 2015 Grade 4 Paper B. So if you turn with me to page 11, and we'll have a go at question 4. And as I always say, have a go at this first. Doesn't matter if you go wrong, it's always better to just learn by your mistakes. Have a crack at this and then re-access into the video and we'll work through it together. So I'm hoping you've had a go and now we'll work through this together. And so we've got a few scales to write here, a couple of scales to write, and I always suggest that you just write out your major and minor scales, your circle of fifths before you even start. Then you've done your thinking just once. If you're not sure how to go about getting that down and working that out quickly, I've done a tutorial on the circle of fifths and you can find the link to that video in the description below. And so we're asked to add the correct clef and any necessary sharps or flats to make this scale. We're not required to use a key signature. However, we do need to bear in mind what that key signature would be. So first of all, let's add the clef. So of course, G sharp melodic minor should begin and end on G sharp. And so for that to be the case, we need this to be bass clef. So G sharp minor shares the same key signature as B major, which is a key signature of F, C, G, D, A sharps. So we'll go on and add those straight away. If it is that you're not comfortable reading bass clef, by all means just sketch the notes underneath G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that makes it easier. If this isn't a clef that you're used to reading, it depends what instrument you play. So now we can go and add these sharp signs. So we want F sharp because before the note, of course, you need to know before you play it. C sharp. G sharp of course comes twice because that's our beginning and end note, so it feels like you're writing too many sharps, but that occurs twice. D sharp and A sharp. And then the melodic minor in the ascending version has the raised sixth and seventh, but in the descending part of the scale it's key signature only, so now that's complete. We've done that. So now we can move on to the next one. So the next question asks us to write a key signature of A major and then one octave of the ascending scale. So A major has 3 sharps, so position those in the treble clef, F, C, G. And now we just need to write the notes of A major. So I'm going to start here and then we can work upwards. Line, space, line, space, line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. So we know we've not gone wrong. So that's that question soon completed. Let's move on to the next. So question 5 over the page. So we've got a bit of detective work to do now. This melody contains 5 deliberate mistakes, and then we need to spot those mistakes and rewrite it correctly below. So let's see. So straight away, the key signature is in the wrong order. Should be B flat, E flat, A flat. Your time signature is upside down. No such time signature as 4/3. And looking at the 1, 2, 3, that should be 3/4. Except that now shows us that something's missing here actually, so we can skip ahead there. So let's go back to what we've got here. So this natural sign is in the wrong place, because that should be positioned next to the note. And then here these stems are pointing the wrong way. They are above the middle line, so they should have stems coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So do excuse me. So 3/4. So I'm just going to copy this out. You can do this in any order you like, just as long as you get everything accurately done. I might as well go a bar at a time. Don't normally, but I think I will today. So I'm keeping everything aligned with theirs so I don't get lost, and then I know it's properly aligned. So there's the A, so the natural should be higher up there, so we can see it's next to the note. So that's a 2-beat note. Now we need to flip those stems pointing downwards. Now here we've got a beat missing. There should be 3 beats in a bar, so we could either go, who knows what Mozart really intended here, 1, 2 beats, and we could complete it that way. Alternatively, you could argue that this is the wrong bit and we could have a 2-beat note and 1 rest. That's either way to complete that bar. Who knows what Mozart really intended there, but there's definitely a mistake there. So either of those 2 options would be acceptable. Let's carry on. So then, now we've got to do some work describing intervals. These are melodic intervals that are bracketed here. That means one comes after the other like a melody, and regardless of which way the interval occurs, we're always counting up from the lowest note. So here we've got a C up to an F1. Always count this first one as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, space line, space line. So half the marks is already done because we know it's a 4th. Now here we've got a C to an F, and that's a perfect 4th. Nothing's been changed. That's part of the major and the minor scale. So next one we've got 1, 2. So we know it's a 2nd, so that's half marks straight away. Now E to F sharp. So if we count E as our tonic, we always count the lowest note as the tonic. E major would have F sharps in it, so that would be described as a major 2nd. However, don't forget this is E flat, so we've actually made the interval even bigger. If you think E to F sharp is major, but then by lowering the bottom note, we've actually made it bigger. We've augmented that interval, and so that's an augmented 2nd. So the next one here, we're going from C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, from C to A. Nothing in the key signature affects that. So C to A. A is part of C major, that's a major 6th. Let's carry on. So number 4, here we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5th, so that's half the marks. Now let's look at that. F to C would be a perfect 5th. However, we've raised the bottom note to an F sharp. So by raising that bottom note, we've made the interval smaller. We've diminished that interval. Remember, there's no major or minor in 5ths and 4ths. So we've diminished that interval. So that's a diminished 5th. There we go. And then this last one, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. So we've got a D to a C natural. Now D major would have C sharps in it. D major has F sharps and C sharps. D minor is C natural. That's part of the minor scale. And also you can see from C sharp to C natural is a smaller interval. That's a minor interval. So that would be a minor 7th. There we go, and that's that question completed. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope that this is helpful to you. If you can give me a like, that would be super. Please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in store. Please do go to sharonbill.com and have a browse around there to make use of all of the information and resource that's available to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.